Hey everyone, Sean at Dallas Vintage Toys. This is the first week in November and the first video of November. And we're going to go back through some of our pickups throughout the year, some of our favorite pickups, and let's show them off.
Number 5.
From the 80s and 90s, the pink box ones. We have some more higher end collectibles like the pink and the silver and the black label out here. Got some anniversary ones like that lovely 1959 wedding set. Look at that fuzzy haired Ken. We got lots of really cool ones. Look at this. We got a Texas Tech cheerleader. Not quite a Barbie, but a nice 12-inch doll. She can wear some of Barbie's clothes. We can share. We got all sorts. We even got the Gone with the Wind. We have almost the whole set of the original Gone with the Wind Barbies. And in store, we have some of the higher end ones as well. So now we have things that are not Barbie that are part of this collection. And going down, we have everything from the Hart family. We have lots of dolls from different sitcoms like Blossom. We got actors like John Travolta. We have Shirley Temple. We even have President William Jefferson Clinton in doll form. We got all sorts of really, really funky stuff for y'all to come check out. Lots of Disney, lots of cartoons. We got the Tiny Toon Gundams, which is a really, really cool find. Got some Disney Mickey Mouse retro looking dolls. We got Toy Story, Charlie's Angels. We got some athletes like Dennis Rodman and Dr. J. I know we have a graded one of this one in the other room, so that's really exciting. We also have the full set of Spice Girls if y'all want to spice up your life. Got my favorite, we got Baby Spice and Scary Spice. Those are my two favorites. But you could get the whole set here at Dallas Vintage Toys. Even some Japanese exclusive ones. So some really exciting stuff for y'all to come see. And if there's anything in the video that you want to check out for yourself, you can always come into Dallas Vintage Toys or call us on the phone at 214-827-7060 during business hours, and we'll get those toys to you.
The Dallas Vintage Toys team is super busy out on the floor, so I'm gonna jump in real quick and show you this aspect of the giant collection that they just got in. Now, this stuff was a little bit before me, but it was perfect timing for my sister. So we had Cabbage Patch stuff laying around the house all the time. I remember how big of a deal it was when they came out and how bad my sister wanted them. So now, if you had that problem in the 80s where you couldn't get your hands on an original Cabbage Patch Kid, now you have the opportunity to come into Dallas Vintage Toys because this is the stuff that we just got in this giant collection. They got limited edition twins. So if you knew a twin, maybe you were a twin, this is a really cool set for you. And then they have these open ones. I think this one's just actually missing the window, so it's not meant to be open. But that one's from 1985. We got some 1984 ones. You have the boys, the girls, the little babies, so the babies can take care of babies. And then you have the even smaller ones, and these are probably like more on the go. You probably played with them in the car back in the 80s. And check out these ones. They came out in 2000. This is the Y2K Cabbage Patch Kid, the Millennium Celebration one. You got Rooster here. This one should be one that Amber picks up right there. We got Rough and Tough. This one's awesome. I love his overalls. I love his hat. Now, look how pumped this kid is. Look at how pumped he is. So you could be just as pumped as that kid is. You could go in your sandbox outside. It's summertime. You could bring your Cabbage Patch Kid. You could go camping with your Cabbage Patch Kid. So I don't know. Someone hit me in the comments because I'm not a Cabbage Patch connoisseur, but I'm seeing Hasbro on some and Coleco on some. So if you know what's up with that, then definitely let us know. We come over here. We got more of the traditional Cabbage Patch in the collection. And then over here, we have the Snack Time. We got Olympia Kids, more Snack Time Kids. And these I have no idea about, but they're made by Fisher-Price and it's called the Puzzle Place. So you got your friend Leon.
Let's get going. Leon! Don't wanna be too late. Let's get going to the puzzle place. The puzzle place. We're going to the puzzle place.
Number 4.
got these Kinder Mascoms too, so the Goliath. So we don't have the top sports car. This is part of the guy that had that comic book store. And we have a super minty, crispy Boulder Hill box. It's missing maybe like 15%, but we're gonna try to complete that. Box super nice and white. It's usually yellow. We can pretty much complete most of these. I know we don't have the Thunderhawk bombs. This one's broken. That's complete. This is just missing the top car. We got T-Bob in there, and Manta, Jackhammer, Bulldog. Grapple's incomplete. It's just missing that top part there, but it's got both side mirrors and everything, so that's cool. Lots of good chrome. We got a lot of vintage toys in yesterday. It's like they did not even play with them. So we will. Oh, we also got this in a box of Sluggers and Conquest. This was from a collector, so you just paperwork so we can get to the Joes, build our own toys. But yeah, we'll go on this side. You see Scott's putting together a lot of the smaller sets. That's where that chair went. I don't know what's the chair. Lots of Gundam kits right here. Looks like we got another box there. Some of the bigger ones. So basically, when we expand, like there's gonna be so many. These are all wrestling toys right here. So these are Elites, AEW. These are all good. We brought out 2 boxes yesterday and sold them immediately. Rowdy said so. I was like, dude, you're buying too many wrestlers. He's like, no, they're moving. Then here's more Gundam. We had some Warhammer stuff that came in too, and we usually don't take that in, but it seems to be doing well. So Scott's been building out the Wells. We got some Rolling Thunders, the 90s headquarters. I remember my buddy Nathan across the street, he had one of those that lights up, it fires missiles, it has the gel, the whole shebang. Let's see, this stuff came in. I remember you could get this at like Service Merchandise back in the day. I think it was like $100. And well, let's see what it says in the Toys R Us. Oh, $49 Service Merchandise. You scoundrels. But yeah, lots of little cool stuff like the little Melway Action Fleet deals. That's the TIE Fighter right there. I wonder if this is the one that has a removable helmet and it's like George Lucas in there. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I haven't seen that one in person ever.
I got that back in the day. I was part of the fan club. It was me, Frodo.
That kind of gets me fired up. Like I'm like
kind of cool. So we got Inhumanoids. That's the Christ-Star Dragon. This is like this is kind of like my buddy Sean Bryan on the next block over. He had like all the like weirdo. Whoa, that's a cool cord. That's cool. But we'll see. Got the camera guy left. Oh, here. A little bit of every. Dude, we have so many of these guys. I think we have like 7 of these. Arco, the Otherworld.
Golderman and Tiffany collect these. They have this one, but
is that for the dash on your car where it says that? Because Star Wars made one.
They keep them in a display case. So
Gosh!
God, dude.
Pedro, just listen to your heart.
Dude, look at
That's
that.
what I do.
I found a cockroach back here. It's just silly stuff. And I mean, when we... Oh my God, is that like a... Oh, never mind. I thought that was like E.T. for a second, but it's a figure. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna... It's like we're talking about like so much stuff that we're gonna... With all the new cases we're gonna have, like... I want to have like just like a random case. Like this doesn't get enough love. Like this is just Arachnophobia by Remco. And if this was not on the card, it's like a 5 and dime. Spiders is crazy.
I almost bought that during your last website
I've been doing this for 33 years. That's the only, of course, it was probably off the card, and you wouldn't think anything like it. You have to like Google Lens it or something. So we bought so many collections. This is a bunch of Kenner Star Wars stuff, more Star Wars stuff, a little Battlestar Galactica. Then we're going through the G.I. Joe vehicles and everything. So lots of Maulers. That's the Eternia. We got a Slave One and Skywalker box. Those Legos came in within the last week. We're going through and completing. This is pretty cool. We got like a lot of the die-cast Shogun Warriors. These are I think the 4-inch ones. So I think there's like 12 to this run, 10 or 12. I've had the set graded before and the 6-inch ones.
When did they come out?
These should be like around the big ones, so late 70s, early 80s. You got a lot of the stompers. Like I didn't even know about like some of these like.
Yeah, I can.
Unfortunately, that had the plastic degradation where this foam, if it's up against the plastic, it just like does a sonic weld over the last 30 years. But all these construction ones, I've never seen those before. Then I think we had a case, but I think we have some more bodies over there. And then these are like those Tomy wind-up guys that I know a guy over in Europe. He has like a whole case of these, and we have some on the website. But I was like, I got a soft spot for it. Well, like I didn't grow up with them. But.
Number 3.
For some reason, I never had the Night Force set. That was sold exclusively at Toys R Us here, and that was $5.99. So you got 2 awesome figures for that price, basically $3 a figure, and we have the whole set. And then, so they had the Halo set, and these also came with the parachutes. This is the Sky Patrol. This is a complete set. So you basically just put that on their back, and then you threw them up, and hopefully the backpack didn't fall off. And yeah, so there's the whole set there, and they had these little gimmicks and everything. Like these all came with the rings, and so you put those on. I think there's 8 to the set. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, there's 9. Maybe there's a dupe set, or yeah, 8 right there. Then some of them came with the camouflage. I think Road Pig has. So some of these have. Yeah, all these have 2. So you got 2 in there, and I remember putting the camo on and putting that on your face and climbing up in the tree and just chilling with your buddies or whatever. Then they also had like a flashlight over there. So we had all the gear back in the day. And I actually remember buying a lot of these at Target or going out to East Texas, New London back in the 80s, population like under 200, and at my grandparents' house and picking up a lot of these figures. Like the Crimson Guard Immortal, Big Ben. I actually liked him a lot because he had the hand grenades. You put them in the little pouch, and that was always missing. This is cool. Bullhorn, I always used his gas mask, and then I used Hardball's grenade launcher. It kind of, I guess looking back at it, kind of reminded me of like T2 or whatnot. And then he has a sniper rifle that you put together. So you open that up, and then there's 3 different, there you go. You put it together right under there. And yeah, I actually had the majority of these. And then Frag Viper, he had the hand grenades too, so that was cool. Oh, we have 2 Frag Vipers there. So then we have the Iron Grenadiers right here. And then, oh, there's another ring right there. Undertow, had him, I had him. And then Sergeant Slaughter Marauder figure. So we have a Mutt, Sergeant Slaughter, Lowlight, Barbecue, Spirit, and Footloose right there. Actually, I had him. I had most of these when I was younger. So this is, so I would always, like, I had the Dragonfly, the Night Raven, the Tomahawk. I think I mainly had figures like 86, 87 and up. And then this is the Battle Force 2000 figures here. DJ is always missing those little pieces that go on the, right there. And somehow Dorian was able to find 2 of those needles in a haystack, and he completed 2 of those loose complete figures. I think I'm going to be adding those to the website soon if I have not already. These were my figures I always wanted. Joel Gonzalez on Castelloma, he had these. He put them in the Warthog. That was like his SEAL Team 6 type stuff. So I mean, these. So I never had the Cobra Officer and Cobra Soldier. So I mean, I thought the Copperhead, the Officer, and the Soldier were cool back in the day. Just a different flavor. Then bought. Yeah, I mean, I had pretty much all these figures. I always like Big Bear too, like the little Russian guy. Then we have the Tiger Force figures right here. We have Bazooka, Dusty, Flint, Tripwire, Lifeline, Roadblock, and Duke. And then they had these little gimmicks. So these are like the little wind-up action packs that you would put on their back. So I now know why my back hurts, because carrying that motorcycle or a giant drill on your back. I actually had that upstairs So there was one room upstairs I grew up in. My parents converted the attic to a room, and I remember putting that across the whole thing, and then you'd wind it up and go like, you know, a quarter of the way, then you have to wind it up again, just keep going. So yeah, some of these packs don't come in as often as the other ones do, but yeah, they're pretty cool to find. There's a little gimmick. They have like the little pom-pom guns, like that's a weird one. Like we have a few loose ones, but the giant axe, maybe it's a dreadnought one. That's to get illegal cable TV back in the 80s. Giant radar. And then we have some more over here. These are the later ones. So these are the Eco Warriors. So you would fill these up with water, then you would squirt them, then they'd change slightly different colors. Color change battle damage. So you had a few Joes. I think that's Cesspool, Flint, Clean Sweep, Toxo Viper, Sludge Viper, and Ozone. And then you had all these.
Number 2.
Robot, blasters, a little bit of everything. And this collection came from California. One of my buddies was picking up a video game collection, and he showed me a list of, I think it was 18 pages. So we made an offer, and these are some of the items that we actually got in. And some of the stuff that speaks to me is we've been maybe since first location since we got one of these in. And I remember the first time we got them in, the cardboard box is about this big. It's like a mini fridge or whatnot. So this is the Master Replica Boba Fett blaster. And the guys that were unboxing it is very heavy is what I was told. Then we also got to play with some of these helmets, and we have a Django Royal Guard, I think that's Ahsoka Tano, and here we have Anakin Skywalker himself. I think he was just at Celebration Japan this past weekend. So we have lots of large statues. Some are third scale, some are quarter scale. Lots of statues from Regal Robot. I believe these are the Gentle Giant ones right there, the C-3PO and the Mandalorian. And a lot of them have the original boxes, original shippers. That's the box right there just for the Boba Fett gun right there. Yeah, 38.1 pounds. And this one's pretty cool. This is actually signed by Carrie Fisher. It actually has a picture of her in there with it, signing it. That's her blaster right there. That is Master Replicas. Then we have a lot of the EFX stuff. In my personal collection at home, I actually have the Wedge, the Luke Skywalker, and the Biker Scout helmet. So those are pretty cool. Then we have some of the larger statues right here, the premium format stuff. We have Rey, Chewbacca, Ayla Secura, and General Grievous. I mean, this one's just massive right there. And we have lots of cool lightsabers too. I'm guessing this one is Darth Vader right there. Then we have his son. This is the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker one right there. I believe these are all the Disney Park exclusive ones. And if anyone knows what this one is, please let me know. That kind of looks like a, I don't know, maybe a bad guy one. Sith Lord. And we have a Darth Talon statue right there. That's pretty cool. We have the ESB Boba Fett helmet. We have a Mandalorian resin bust. So this is the EFX one I have at home, but mine is not. This is the Celebration 5 where Mark Hamill actually signed. So that is really awesome. And then life-size child is in there. Not a child, but from probably Grogu or something, you know. We can probably fit some people in some of these boxes. Oh, there's boxes back there. So there's going to be a lot of these mini statues. We have mini Buzz, Regal Robot stuff, a little bit of everything. We actually unboxed the Salacious Crumb Regal Robot and put that in the graded room. That is, I don't care that thing sells. That thing is awesome. I think they did like 150. That is the signed one. They with Regal Robot, a lot of the people that actually worked on the films and actually did the sculpt back from Jedi actually worked with Regal Robot to recreate that. So that's just kind of like a little piece of history. Then they do the little signature on the plaques and everything.
Hey, it's Amber here. I just wanted to show off one of my favorite pieces from this collection that we just got in. It is the Tony McVeigh Salacious Crumb Regal Robot replica. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's just incredibly detailed. It looks exactly like the movie. You could almost hear him laughing right next to Jabba. It's just a really cool piece, and we have this and tons of other really cool pieces that we just got in as well. So if you're looking for something really cool for your Star Wars collection, you got it here at DVT.
Then we have the K2SO right there, and I heard this Rancor statue is a little heavy too.
I love the Rancor.
But yeah, so they drove from like here's some more lightsabers there. There's some of the more boxes of stuff that we have not even gone through yet. But yeah, so they drove to California with his wife that is pregnant. They went to Disney for a day, came back, dropped her off. She didn't want to help unload the truck, so.
Number 1.
Yeah, I've got him 85 near mint plus on the bottom there too. He's in that stack you're looking at.
That thing is beautiful. Look at that.
I got the whole set. Actually, the creatures here 85 plus with a peak weapons and accessories. I know. It's like you know. I think, like I said, it's. I've enjoyed them a long time and some other stuff.
Technodrome's still in box. That is awesome.
Oh, that one, actually that one has been opened. It was put together and put back, but I don't know if that came from a Playmates employee or not, because it was displayed, because I took it back down and put it in there. 100% complete, even the little black chains that usually go missing.
Yeah.
All 4 of those are in there. The stickers are all on there, but it's really interesting. It looks just like the box. I don't know how they did it, if they use this for photography or not, but every sticker is perfectly placed. Just even the ooze stickers on the bottom that
They're normally just everywhere.
yeah, that's it. You know, because kids stick them everywhere. I've been working in the toy industry for about 30 years, and as working in it, I'm also a collector. And Ninja Turtles have been my favorite out of all the action figure lines, basically. So as you can see, there's my baby, my prize. This was Near Mint Plus, which is hard to get a completely 85 Near Mint Plus in this one. So yeah, actually this particular piece, I will tell you, I'm showing my age here. I bought this at a Target store when they just opened up the box. The employee had just cut the tape, and I reached in and pulled this out of a brand new case at a Target.
That's amazing.
And that was here in Dallas, actually here in Dallas as well. So
93.
that is the one, even though I've had Turtles come and go, that one I've always kept.
You're showing my age, I
another-
was 13.
Here's another 85. That was the other companion. That was a real rare one to keep with it. So there you go. Beautiful. But yeah, I've worked with a lot of different action figure companies. From Hong Kong. I've been in Hong Kong for about 24 years. I just came back to the U.S. 2 years ago, and basically worked directly with the factories and things for different companies, and have a huge collection. So I've had a couple of storage rooms I've maintained in the U.S. while still living there, and it's just that time in my life where I've got to cull the collection a little bit. So here we are.
How'd you hear about Dallas Vintage Toys?
Being in the industry like I am, I'm always looking for places to buy product or, whatever. So this is one of the best, basically. So I even bought, I have a undercover RAF in here somewhere that I bought from Dallas Vintage Toys about 8 years ago or longer.
I remember those prices. They were a
and
lot
you shipped
less
it to
than
Hong Kong. Yeah.
See, as I always say,
Yeah,
you
it
can
came back to
shop
you.
here and then make money.
Right.
If you're...
And it was, I hate to tell, I think I paid $800
I
at
know.
the time. And you shipped it to me in Hong Kong, and now,
one goes
now
for
it's a few thousand. Yeah, it's 2,000 to 3,000 now. So it's this is another rare piece. That's complete. That's an 85 for a loose Krang.
Okay.
It's, that Team Drake. John, this one's kind of weird. This is the only one I've come across like this. It's, you see, it's highest rating you can get. When they, you have to be careful with that. I keep him upright because the crane inside, if you ship it or whatever, he'll go upside down. And it took me forever to basically get him back in position because they shipped it to me when I was in Hong Kong. And so I hand carried that usually. So that might be a piece you want to sell in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's cool.
now all of these are unopened. The tech room is open. I was telling you, but this one and the party wagon and all the other stuff is unopened.
We get like a
Foot Cruiser. So now, if you notice on the list, I have got numerous ray fillets in there.
I saw that.
There's about 8 different variants. And there's 8 different, and I bought all 8 are in here, and I found a few that are kind of interesting, and I remember from back in those, there's been a few that had red, a V and a red shirt as well, and there's not many listed, and it's debatable. Some people think it's just a color change that's been locked in, but you'll see it later. It's a definite red, 2 reds on that.
Okay.
So it's but yeah, I've got plenty of those in there. Also, I've got this, just show you, I think you realize, I've got all 4 with the correct color accessories to the bandanas. And you know, with this one, you know, there's the paint on and off the chest and leg.
Sure.
This is one without the paint on it, and I've got the one with the paint with the correct color as well. So they are all kind of mixed in.
Yeah.
That one's definitely gradable. That's a good one. I just didn't have time to get some of these graded.
Hey guys, Amber here. I designed some new shirts for the store. It's been about 3 years since we last got new shirts in. A lot of people have been asking, and I know a lot of people really want to rep their favorite toy store, so I designed some new shirts for y'all. And over here I have this really cool one inspired by tattoo flash sheets. Got all of your favorite toys here. I have Transformers, Ninja Turtles, Care Bears, just all your favorites. They're just really fun there. We have this one that I did that is different pop culture cars like the Ecto-1, the Batmobile, and the Volkswagen Bumblebee. And one of my favorite one that I did, this is the first one, is this one that was inspired by the Imperial Godzilla comic, and you have He-Man and Barbie and Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles running away from that Shogun Warriors fish shooting Godzilla. And I just think that these are really fun, and I'm super excited to see everyone wear our shirts. And yeah, just rep your favorite toy store. These are limited, but come on in and grab them. I'm just super excited, and you know, we have tons of really cool stuff here, and we have some of our older shirts as well, but these are running out. We only have a few sizes of each one, but for our new ones, all the sizes. Pick up a cool shirt.
As you're coming in for the holidays, visiting, leaving, going back home, or whatnot, be sure to go through your old vintage toys from the 70s, 80s, 90s, or current day. You might have video game systems, stuff like that. You can turn that money into cash or trade. So say you had stuff growing up and you're not quite connected to it as much, but you want to come in and, whoa, you need a flag or some graded stuff or just anything in the shop. You can bring that in to Dallas Vintage Toys, turn it into cash or trade, or you can just bring it in. We can talk about stuff that you grew up with as well. We also do 60-day layaway, 25% down. Stuff that is $200 or more combined or one item. We do ship worldwide. We're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 to 6. And we all collect toys here. So come on in. Let's talk some pop culture.